guys, what's going on? I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the 4th episode of CSO, Complete Server Overview. The server I am reviewing today is 2B2T.com.au. Don't forget to use the first link in the video's description to vote for the server that you would like to see reviewed next. And if any of you have any suggestions for servers that aren't on the list, please comment with them down below and I will consider adding them to the vote. If you haven't already heard or seen the trailer, I'm going to be hosting a $2,000 giveaway on my channel when I get to 15,000 subscribers, so make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss that. And lastly, I also want to give a huge shout out to my members. If you would like to support my channel, get early access to videos, and get your skin and name in my next video, please consider looking at joining my members. Anyways, that is more than enough rambling, let's get into the video. At the time of making this video, 2B2T.com.au, which I will refer to as 2B2T.au for the rest of this video, has had 36,222 unique player joins. The server was started Jan 20th, 2021, making the server 1 year, 3 months and 17 days old at the time of writing this script. In this time, players have generated an impressive world size of 1.3 terabytes. 2B2T.au is hosted in Sydney, Australia for anyone wondering, so unless you live in Australia, you will likely have pretty bad ping to the server. I noticed an average player base of between 10 and 25 active players. With time zone differences, the busiest time on the server was very late evenings or even very early mornings in my time. Most of the players on 2B2T.au were incredibly kind, offering me kits and items. I was told that the player base is normally more toxic, but that they do often give new players items in hopes that they stay on the server and increase the server's player count. It also goes both ways, as new players can then dupe these items, making stash hunting viable for other new players or even for old players. The server also has an active map making community with some incredible works of art, which is always nice to see. Overall, there seems to be a small but active player base on 2B2T.au. Before we take a deeper look into the history of 2B2T.au, I just wanted to remind you all to like or dislike the video so that I know if you're enjoying it. And don't forget to subscribe for the $2,000 giveaway when I get to 15,000 subscribers. Like all of the servers I have reviewed, I think 2B2T.au has a pretty interesting history. A 16x16 chunk error was discovered not far from spawn, and once players told FredMC about it, he ended up making a video on the server which brought an influx of new players. In this video, he also shows off a bug in the end that causes 3 ender dragons to be spawned at once. I got in contact with the owner of the server to ask about these glitches, and he told me that he isn't exactly sure why the chunk error was formed and that the ender dragon bug is going to be patched soon. The owner of 2B2T.au also told me that he has spawned in end portals at each 1 mil by 1 mil access in the overworld. There are also a few backdoored bases from 2B2T.org placed around spawn. The next thing I noticed was 2B2T.au's anti-cheat. Some servers have too many plugins and are too strict, making the game unplayable, while others have no anti-cheat and are generally quite laggy. 2B2T.au has a semi-relaxed anti-cheat, but the server was not laggy, at least not while I was playing on the server. The best way to travel around is with elytra hacks. I was able to travel at around 280 km on the nether highways. The server also allows you to travel on the nether roof, though you cannot use entity speed or elytras here to keep it balanced. You can, however, still use on-ground speed and timer to travel around 100k an hour. The server does not have any special commands like /TP or /home. Personally, I like that players can go onto the nether roof, but that speed hacks are limited. Most servers just stop you from going onto the nether roof, which kind of sucks. 2B2T.au was by far the most difficult alternative to 2B2T, which is kind of fitting seeing as it is an Australian server. Escaping spawn was made hard by a lack of portals and by an abundance of withers. After writing a bunch of books for different players, I was taken to a dupe stash. They let me gear up and then I went back to spawn. I then spent some time visiting the backdoored bases from 2B2T, like the Bedrock Comet. I also took the time to visit the ruins of a huge base that was recently griefed, not too far away from spawn. I was also sent a world download of the base before it was griefed, and I just wanted to take a second to show you how cool this base was. I then traveled around spawn on stream, and that was basically everything I did on the server. Overall, I really like 2b2t.com.au. Unfortunately, my ping to the server is pretty bad, so I likely won't be playing on this server on a regular basis. The server has an interesting history and a small but active player base. The anti-cheat seems well balanced, and I actually really like that players can travel on the nether roof with no overpowered speed hacks. One thing I did really like about the server is that the nether highways extend into the millions. This makes escaping spawn easier and traveling around to different parts of the server more viable. I was actually contacted by the person responsible for making the majority of the highways on 2b2t.au, and he told me that all 4 highways go to at least 3.7 million blocks in the nether, and that 3 of the 4 diagonal highways also go to 3.7 mil nether, which is very impressive. He told me that he has 8 to 12 AFK accounts that automatically create the highways using Baritone and highway tools for Lambda. Thank you so much for watching to the end of my video. I really appreciate your time. Seeing as you are still here, I assume you enjoyed the video, so please consider leaving a like and maybe even consider subscribing. Don't forget to use the top link in the video's description to vote for the server that you would like to see reviewed next in this series. And if you want me to add a server to the vote, please post it in the comments down below. I've also recently completely revamped the KiLAB gaming memberships area on my channel, so be sure to check out the benefits with the join button. Quick shout out to all of my members for all of their support. They help me make higher quality content more often. Anyways, it has been your boy KiLAB. Peace in the Middle East.